What is up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Stressman here, and today I want to talk about something. If you're looking on the screen right now, it's Sleeping Dogs. It's the remastered version. And a little known fact: if you followed my channel, for a while, you would know that I have actually played Sleeping Dogs. I believe it was on this channel. It sounds like it was. I think that was one of my first videos, along with the Taco Bell rant. Um, but this video came out whenever, or this video game, I should say, came out around whenever I had Sleeping Dogs on the Xbox 360. Probably 2 years ago, they released this, and I got it whenever it was free on the Xbox. The marketplace for Games for Gold. Um, why hasn't there been a sequel yet? That's my problem. So, and you're probably saying, well, I've never heard of this game. Well, if you haven't, I recommend playing it. Like, I really do. It's actually a pretty fun game, and during the time, I couldn't play Grand Theft Auto, so I thought this would be a good alternative. Well, if you're wanting to play Grand Theft Auto, then this is not, like, overall, this is not a good replacement. I'm just gonna say that right now. But the story for it is really good, and the open world aspect is okay, but not as great as Grand Theft Auto 5. So, but back to what I was trying to say. Why hasn't there been a sequel? I mean, honestly, because I mean, if you're gonna go ahead and release like a remastered version of this, then why not like say, hey, we're working on, you know, a brand new one. I mean, I know it takes a lot of effort to make it a new game, but I mean, you put in the effort to remaster the game. I mean, it doesn't look any better than the original one. I'll give you that. And there's not any extra things that were added to the game. But I mean, it still takes some work to make a remastered version of a game. So why not just put that effort into making a new, you know, story and everything else? Because I mean, if you're gonna put in the effort to make a remastered version of this, you obviously have an audience. So why not give that audience something new? I know that the original is always, you know, probably going to be the better one, but I mean, why not give it a try? This game, I kid you not, I think I read that this was I'm trying to think what it is. It was like a replacement for the True Crime series, I think. I think that's what it was called. Don't hold me accountable to that, but I believe that's what the series was called. And they just wanted to make, you know, another, like, kind of game like that. So, I really don't know why they didn't just go ahead and make this. Because, I mean, look. I mean, there's so many, you know, so much stuff you can do in this game. And, I mean, I think that it would make such a better game if you could, like, build on that. Now, if you have played this story, then you obviously know what the ending is. And if you haven't, I'm not going to spoil it. But essentially, this game does leave off at a point where it wouldn't make any sense to continue off the area that we're in. Now, I mean, you could do another story with another character, but I would think that there would be another, you know, something else that could be used with Wei Shin, which is the main protagonist in Sleeping Dogs. I think you could build upon the character, but and just use it in a different area. don't rehash the same thing. That's probably one of my biggest pet peeves with games, is them rehashing the same like kind of story and trying to market it as like a different game. I'm trying to think of some examples, and I really just ruined that. I literally could have won that race. But what was I trying to say? Yeah, I know for a fact the Force Unleashed 2 did that, and it was a good game with the mechanics it brought, but the storyline was crap. I mean, it essentially was the same thing from the last, and it wasn't even as long as the last one. So I don't do that. Don't make a rehash of the original. I mean, you could take the same story, like what you have, you're doing, just make it different. Make the character develop differently. So yeah, just do that. I don't know where you could put this. I mean, you could still do it overseas, I suppose, like the story. But if I were, if it were me personally, I would do a prequel to the game and have it set in Los Angeles, where Wei Shin's actually, well, where he's at before he comes back to I think it's Bangkok. This is where it's at. I'm probably totally wrong. I think it's, like I said, it's been forever since I played this, and I just felt it again because I don't have that good of a motorcycle. I'm gonna try to do this again. But yeah, it actually may be Shanghai. I have no idea. I'm throwing it out there. It might be Tokyo. It might be Japan. Isn't Japan Tokyo in Japan? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm being stupid. And if I keep hitting those stinking benches, I'm not gonna win this race. But yeah, I mean, seriously, come on. I mean, make a sequel already, and don't make any more remakes. I mean, just make. It's been, I don't know how long since the original came out. Obviously, it came out in 2013. Actually, probably the summer of 2012 is when this came out. So just make a new one. Make a new one already. All right. I'm not. This ain't a rant, but I just want to know where the new game is. Nope. I saw where this was going to be made into like a mobile game where you use like factions and stuff like that. Kind of like in what is it called, Clash of Clans, stuff like that. Don't do it. I swear it's the same corner, and I'm gonna lose again because this stupid corner keeps catching me. What the heck? All right, I'm done with that race. But yeah, I'm trying not to make this, really long and drawn out, because it's really just a point I've been trying to make. Is don't make the game drawn out. That's one of the main points, as I beat the crap out of this one guy. The fighting mechanics, like the mechanics in the game, keep it. Probably improve on it. Don't change it. It was actually good. And just make a new game. I keep saying it over and over again, but that's really what it should be. And I know you're probably not going to get the same amount of, people that Grand Theft Auto gets. But if you make a really good game, people will play the game. I mean, it takes a little bit, to get an audience. But, I mean, from the original game, you will have enough to get your sales back. And some. So yeah, just... I think it's United Front that made this game. Probably totally wrong. I think Square Enix did work. Yeah, Square Enix did work on this game. Just don't make... make a Deus Ex game like you just did. A couple, like probably last year, this year, early this year, I don't know. And just make another Sleeping Dogs game. Make it Sleeping Dogs 2. I don't care what you make it. Just Just make it, please. So yeah, this is a little bit of a video that I keep ranting and raving and saying the same thing, but it is not a rant. I promise. I just want to know where it's at. So thank you guys for watching this video. This has been Stressman, aka Pepto. Used to be Sarge. And I'll try, like I said in the last video, I'll try to make a crew video later on the week. And yeah. So let's see how that works out. Just like the, do a little retro thing like I did a couple of years ago, and make another video instead of this time not being on my iPhone 4. Yeah. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.